Yeah, so I applied to 24 law schools. I don't recommend that.
Why you don't recommend that?
I think you only really need to apply to like 10 or like 12 and you'll be
Okay.
good. When I was applying, since I was going straight through and I graduated a year early, my college counselor was like, or my pre-law counselor at the University of Maryland was like, you're not going to get into any of these schools. Good luck. But I got into all of them and I was waitlisted by 3. So no rejections. So I was also waitlisted at Harvard and then I got off the waitlist, like I think like a week into May. But yeah, I got into Columbia, Cornell, Penn, UVA, Duke, English board. I would pull up, I had like a vision board of like where I saw myself in like 5 years from now. And it was actually really funny. At the time, my like dream school was like Columbia Law School because like I didn't even think I could ever get into Harvard. So I was like, Columbia is the dream. As long as I get there, I'll be so happy. And I got into Columbia as well, but then also HLS. So I think when you give yourself these things to kind of like stick to, even if it can change, like mine did a little bit, it is something that keeps you motivated. It's been very crazy even in this past year. It's like you're talking with someone and you're like, oh, where do you go? And you're like, oh, I go to Harvard Law School. And they're like, their eyes lit up a little.
The most important mentors for me, especially in high school, were the students who were older than me. Like when I was a freshman, I made a lot of friends who were juniors and seniors, and they were actually the people most involved in my college application process. Like at my high school, we had college advisors and we also had teachers there to help us. But it was most useful for me to listen to the students who had just recently gone through the college application process, those who had just done their essays and knew kind of what the colleges I was interested in were looking for.
He told me kind of where to apply, where not to apply, mainly looking into, he gave me the perspective of like from what he's heard from other students going to those schools. Because yes, you can look online, like it says online will say like a bunch of good things about the school, but you won't really know the truth until you like talk to a student who will be honest with you. Say the advice that I give to everyone is find your reason why. That's what my parents have told me for a very long time.
I applied to a little bit more than I think is recommended. I applied to 18 schools. I got into 16 of my 18 schools. Thank you, but I really like to emphasize that so many people are qualified for all these schools, but the reality is that schools can only take so many. So you might be the perfect candidate and you might be overly qualified and you still might not get in. And at a certain point, I do believe that like when everyone is at a certain level of like proficiency and a certain level of achievement, it's really just a toss of a coin.
Believe in yourself. Like all the work does not matter if you do not believe that you can actually do something with it. Right? So just, I don't know, have your daily affirmations, just make sure that you are on your side.
I wrote a letter in my eighth grade year, and usually we're given a letter back during graduation, and my science teacher happened to give the letter back to me, and I literally wrote what schools I was going to get into in the letter. So as much as people do...
Did any of that come true?
You know, I was waitlisted. From some of the schools, so you know, it's a half victory.
Na kitu kingine ambacho ni muhimu ni usije uka-apply chuo kimoja. Right? Yeah, usije uka-apply chuo kimoja, you have to apply multiple. Usike yote kwenye one market, right? Kwa hiyo it's like inabidi utawanye. Kwa ingine unaweza ukatawanya mayai yako, of course kuna Ivy League schools, kuna top schools, then utaenda kwenye tier ndogo inayofuatia katikati na pia chini, yagawe vizuri wakati una apply, and then angalia chance yako. So this friend is now a friend kwamba alikuwa anafikiria kwa apply chuo kimoja, nikamwambia no, this is your dream school, I get it. But you have to diversify, you have to apply to other schools, and then it makes sense. So if you apply to chuo kimoja ukikosa, then you have to wait another side.